Hello everyone. Today we have Manjula Muthukrishnan, the Managing Director of Avalara with us. Manjula is an information technology leader and digital transformation leader. She is also a diversity and inclusion champion and a creative leader with many more prestigious labels. So Ms. Manjula, tax compliance has always been a very challenging domain in India. What was the major inspiration for Avalara to foray into this domain?
So if you really look at tax compliance, Shravanya, what you would see is that every single business has to go through tax compliance, right? Tax compliance is a mandated government process, regardless of which business you are in, how big you are, how small you are. You don't have a choice but to comply by the law and the mandate, right? And why Avlara is into this business specifically because there is no point doing tax compliance manually in the age of digital, right? And it is much more easier to automate it. It's something that we can do very well with technology, and hence Avlara is in the business of tax compliance.
That's really interesting, Ms. Manjula. So what places Avalara an edge above similar other companies in the market?
So one, when we started with tax compliance, we made sure that we are using cutting edge technologies, right? We've always used cloud as one of the significant differentiator for us. The second biggest differentiator that we have is in terms of the content that we have across the globe, right? If you really look at the way we manage tax compliance today, our tax compliance done by content that we have built over a period of time across the globe, across jurisdiction, in the US, in India for GST, and that actually becomes a significant unique selling point for us. And that differentiates us because we have tax rates, tax rules, and all the required details for tax compliance available at one place.
It is absolutely of no wonder that Avalara stands true to its tagline, tax compliance done right. So Ms. Manjula, how does Avalara view the GST implementation of India?
So if you look at GST implementation, I would really say that it's a welcome move from the government to automate tax compliance. It reduces tax evasion significantly, and at the end of the day, it will make life simpler for companies who have to mandatorily comply by the tax laws, right? Once it's automated, once it's actually done, it makes life much more simpler for businesses. It allows businesses to focus on their core business rather than spending time and effort on complying to the tax laws, right? So we think it's absolutely a welcome move, and it's right there in our part of the business for us to get in. So we are happy both ways, right? The government has taken a great move. We can do it well because we know the business really well. I know that it will take a little bit of time to stabilize because our laws aren't simple. Our mandate is not small, and hence it's going to take a bit of time for getting it settled down. So there will be changes, and I think we should be prepared to wait. And I'm sure over a period of a year or so, you will see significant changes coming in terms of this industry and in terms of in this domain.
That's truly an eye-opening fact about the industry. So Ms. Manjula, how is Avalara attuning its offerings with the changing tax policies of the Indian government?
If you look at the changes that you see today from a GST perspective, in India, you would see new returns coming. That's actually simplifying the life of companies that are filing returns. You would have also seen recent announcements about annual returns being simplified significantly, which is again a welcome move from the government side, right? And we're preparing for all of that. Now, the other most important thing that you would actually see in GST, the changes that are coming to us is e-invoicing. And it's not just in India, across the world, we are going through real-time compliance. There are a lot of countries, let me talk about Brazil as a country, has been doing e-invoicing for a while. And you will see European countries actually going through e-invoicing as an option to go forward with. And India is actually there leading the path from an e-invoicing perspective. So if you look at Avalara, we are preparing ourselves to actually get to all of that as quickly as possible, getting new returns ready, making sure we can actually help our clients and companies with e-invoicing is something that we are going ahead with.
We wish the best for Avalara to accomplish all of these endeavors. Also, what trends do you foresee in the current tax compliance market of India?
So we see using technology more as the best option for us to be in this industry. Artificial intelligence is something where we are focusing our efforts in. If you've heard, Avalara recently acquired a company called, early this year, we acquired a company called Index. And Index specializes on artificial intelligence. And that's one of the best things that could have happened to us, because we're able to automate a lot of manual processes in the long process of tax compliance. And we'll continue to actually innovate and lead the change in terms of making sure tax compliance is automated.
Indeed, innovation is a need of the hour today. So, Ms. Manjula, what new products or solutions have you recently unveiled at Avalara?
So one of the things that we are really focusing, the focus in 2020 is going to be that of cross-border. So we are going to have a number of changes that you would see in our tax products, which will actually have cross-border compliance coming in. And you will also see us partnering with other organizations where we can actually go to market in India, specifically on GST with e-invoicing. You will see us coming out with new returns. So those are kind of things that we are focusing on this year.
That's absolutely phenomenal. Could you also throw some light on Avalara's future plans?
So, though I can't actually give you any numbers at this point of time, yeah, we are growing and we will continue to grow. India is a strategic location for us, especially from an international perspective. When I say international, it's outside US. This is a strategic location. We would grow as a technology company. We will also be focusing on India as a market. So, from a GST point of view, so that's where our 2020 is going to be.
We wish Avalara a bright future ahead, and it was great talking to you, Ms. Manjula. Thank you.
Thank you so much.